In today's video, I'm going to be discussing the details of a new report that was released showing that 40% of seniors are being forced back to work and 62% of Social Security beneficiaries are unhappy. Why? That's a great question and exactly the focus of this video. Let's get into it and talk through the details. Alright, so there's a bunch of different percentages that I do want to share with you here in this video as it pertains to seniors and of course Social Security beneficiaries. In fact, there's also a bonus percentage of 70%, but more on that in just a minute as well. Now, I do want to share with you the details of this report and how this pertains to the current economic environment as well as the recent changes to Social Security and why 62% of Social Security beneficiaries are unhappy right now with their Social Security benefits. So let's run through the numbers on this. And again, I was surprised as I ran through the numbers on this and read through the details of this report. But at the same time, honestly, I wasn't that shocked considering what has gone on over the last couple of years. And we see from report after report after report that everything going on economically is coming onto the shoulders of, guess who? Yeah, seniors, low income, fixed income beneficiaries. So I wasn't all that surprised when I saw this information, but I do want to share with you really quickly. All right, so we all know that Social Security benefits and the golden years right now, somebody living through their retirement, you're supposed to be enjoying life, living on Social Security, maybe having a little bit of other income from maybe a pension or annuities or dividends or rental income, whatever it happens to be, something like this, but just enjoying life during your retirement. Unfortunately, this is not the case for about 40% of seniors right now and the current situation that is playing out. So based on everything that's going on, because of the rapid rise in prices over the last couple of years, because of massive inflation, 40% of seniors are being forced back to work right now because, guess what? They don't have enough money to live on through their retirement, or their Social Security benefits are so small that it has not kept up with real inflation, as we've talked about so many times before here on the channel in other videos, and unfortunately they are being forced back to work just to make ends meet. What a sad situation. Seriously, you've heard me talk about this before in other videos. A super sad situation that in this event that somebody's being forced to work. Now, here's the thing. If somebody wants to go back to work to maybe spend a little bit of time doing something or getting out and socializing with others or staying busy, that's a totally different story. That is optional. However, this is not really optional for the 40% of people that are being forced back to work because they literally don't have any money and this is the only option that they have. Sad situation, right? So I want to share that with you really quickly. Now, let's talk about the 62% of Social Security beneficiaries who are unhappy and why. It all comes down to the good old COLA. Yeah, the cost of living adjustment. So this survey that was conducted shows 62% of Social Security beneficiaries are unhappy with the COLA right now for 2024, 3.2%. Well, yeah, why are we all unhappy about it? Maybe because it's only about half of what it really should be for this year, because we know that inflation was significantly more than just 3.2%. But they stiffed us yet again, and are we shocked? Not really, right? Because this happens all the time. It happens virtually every single year, but here's what's interesting. We had some recent data coming out on inflation as well, and here's what we found. Over the last 3 years, from early 2021 until now, basically early-ish 2024, over a 3-year period of time, here's what we found. Collectively across the board, inflation on all things, as in literally everything, just doesn't matter. Averaged out across all things, inflation is up on average 17.6%. Well, guess how much your COLA has gone up during that same time? Not even close. Not even close to that 17.6%. But again, this is averaged out across everything. Well, do we all buy everything every single month? No, not even close, right? For example, that takes into consideration prices on used cars. It takes into consideration prices of event tickets and airline tickets. I'm sorry, but I'm not sure about you. It could be different, but I'm just going to say this much. I haven't bought an airline ticket in years. I have not bought an event ticket ever in my whole life. I've literally never bought an event ticket because I just don't do that stuff. And then also, when it comes down to a used car, I've also never bought a used car. So again, does this pertain to everybody? No. Okay, so again, I'm just speaking for myself here, but I'm just simply saying, even though these are averaged out, however, we continue to find that prices on other things, the necessities that all of us buy on a regular basis, based on another recent report as well, shows that Prices are up 18.7% on shelter, 32.8% on energy, and 33.7% on food just in the last 3 years, okay? Now, these are the things that all of us buy virtually every single month, okay? So, very interesting. And again, not all that surprising that 62%, or basically 2 out of every 3 Social Security beneficiaries, are not very happy right now with the COLA. Yeah, I agree with you. 3.2%. It's bad. I mean, seriously, that's pathetic considering the inflation we've had here over the last several years, and especially last year. It's way more than 3.2%. We know better than that, right? So anyway, those are some other statistics. Now, get this, 70% of Social Security beneficiaries and seniors are struggling financially right now. That's what this report is showing, 70%. That is a scary statistic. So if you take all the seniors that are out there right now and Social Security beneficiaries, which by the way, there's about 71 million Social Security beneficiaries all across the country. With all these people added up, okay, 70% of them that are struggling, rough math on that would be about 50 million people that are struggling right now financially who fall into this category. That is a lot of people that are struggling financially in a major way. Social Security beneficiaries, seniors, everybody like this. 70% of people struggling financially because of, yet again, inflation. Now, here's the thing. I know we've talked about inflation a number of times over the last, call it 3 years or so, since inflation really took off in early 2021. Which, by the way, right after they got done printing $6 trillion of fresh new money. That's why inflation took off so much. But anyway, well, here's the thing, really fast here. Printing $6 trillion does not cause inflation. The distribution of $6 trillion causes inflation. When that money moves, when that money is spent, then that causes inflation in a massive, massive way. And that's what we've been dealing with. And it's still very high right now. But again, I know we've been talking about inflation. And again, it's not a topic that many of us here in the community want to talk about and discuss all that much. However, is it something we want to pay attention to? Well, I'm not sure about you, but inflation has eroded the purchasing power of our dollars. It has basically disrupted the financial livelihoods of literally everybody in a massive way. So for me, it's very important, right? Something I want to watch and something I want to continue to consider because this inflation has uprooted the lives of millions of people in a huge, huge way. And it's been really frustrating for the last, call it 3 years, right? So anyway, I don't want to speak for anybody else. I'm simply saying this is what I'm experiencing. And I see it down below in the comment section all the time from those of you here in the community as well. Anyway, this is the report I want to share with you really quickly so we can all see what is going on. As always, do yourself a huge favor. Subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends on social media with the share button right down below as well. As always, go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel with those that I have linked down below in the description or at the top of the comment section or just in the video library here. And as always, leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. Until next time, enjoy your day. Take care. Have a good one. And I'll catch you again later in the next video.